the sounds continued and continued and continued. Yo.
Oh yeah, oh boy, this shit banging.
Need to pull up my pants, put my shirt down. I make what they make in 3 months for a verse now. I can take the back end from the show, put some bread on your head, get you motherfucking murk now. Got them worse, man, who like to blow up my phone, leave me alone, get you dead.
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Lwaseko, and I'm back today with another video. Yes, I know I've been like super low-key on the story times, but I'm back today as most people wanted there to be another story time today. And as you can see by the title below, yes, it's very spooky and very mysterious, because you never know what you're looking at, you know, because sometimes you never know if it's the sounds or, you know, it's actually what you think it is, but you know, you just have to find out. So to start this video today, it was 2 years back, right? So we'd gone for like this thing called a quota setting, like in Wange National Park. For those that don't know what a quota setting is, it's when you go for this big meeting in like for everyone who like owns like a farm. Then like you present what you want to be taking, like animals you want to be shooting like the following year and stuff like that. It's a very long process. So what happened was my dad was like out of town at that time, and he asked me and my 2 sisters to go for this quota setting thing. So we woke up at 4 in the morning. We left Bulawayo at 5. We got there at around 6, 7 at the sign, and of course, yeah, we did take some valuable pictures which you guys will be seeing on your screens, and yeah, it was very fun. But the journey wasn't as fun because, you know, it was a very long ride to Wange, but we finally made it there. And then we did the presenting and all, and you know, it just went well. Then we were supposed to go back on the same day to Bulawayo, but then we ended up going to my dad's camp because we wanted just to spend the night there and stuff like that. So we got there, we set for camp, we ate, then we all decided to go and sleep. I was in my own tent. My sisters were sharing a tent, right? So I was in a tent that we all regarded as a tent like called the spooky tent. You know, it was just isolated, it was by itself over there. I was next to it, and you know, that tent has a lot of history because, you know, you could hear like as if animals were like right there, but then, you know, they were like far away, you know, hyenas just go like yeah. So it was, I think, since we'd gone to our tents at around like 10, I think it was around 12, right? So I think it was like some hours, like after like some minutes, then the tent that was isolated by itself, they started making these noises. We don't know what it was, like started making noises, right? You know those noises, like as if there's someone who's like being pulled and like the nails are just, you know. It was just so spooky, I tell you. 1, it was dark. 2, it was in the wild, in the forest, you know, any animal, anything can happen there. And 3, it was a sound in a tent that was like zipped closed and there was no one there. It was just bunk beds and the drawers and the bathroom over there. There was nothing else. And the sounds continued and continued and continued. Yo. I tell you, next thing, all I hear is my sisters. All I hear is my sisters now calling me saying, "Gee, can you hear what's going on next door? So in your tent." They thought it was me for a quick second, right? But I was like, it cannot be me. I told them it was not me. Then, as we were shouting, the sound stopped, right? Like as we were like communicating through our tents, right? They thought it was me, so I told them it was not me. So as we were communicating, the sound stopped in the next tent, the isolated one over there, right? Then when we stopped talking and said, okay, let's listen again, the sounds got louder and louder. Guys, do you know when someone says there's something called witchcraft? Okay, I won't say it's witchcraft as so, because I don't believe in such. No, I think we all got these things, like when, you know, we grow up, then we're all told these spooky stories about how, like, you know, anything that happens in the night, it's always about witchcraft, or, you know, it just generally in like African backgrounds. Okay, I'm not sure about the Western, but I'm sure that every African person who's ever lived in Africa knows that anything that happens in the dark, it's either witchcraft. Yeah, definitely a witch. But in our case, we didn't really suspect it was, because you know it was in the wild. Anything could have just gone or fallen in the tent. But after some time, the sound stopped, because around 5 in the morning, as the sun was as dawn started breaking, right, we went our what you call it, our caretaker was coming, because we were supposed to leave at 5 in the morning, right? Our caretaker was coming to wake us up. Then basically no one even slept at that time, because we were all still scared about what it was, because we didn't even know, is it witchcraft? Because I'm still asking myself, is it witchcraft? We all went to the tent and we saw that was nothing at all. Nothing was there. It's as if it was just a noise that just happened. You know, I don't want to go back there again, because you know, I might actually get the spooks. But it's a really nice place though, an amazing sunset and sunrises. You guys should really come one day. I'll invite one of you. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see my other story time, please be sure to click the eye thingy and these corners, I'm not sure. And if you are very interested in comedies, please be sure to also visit my description down below, which will take you to my other comedy which I released like about last week, and I did part 1 to part 3. Please be sure to watch them, because that's the funniest I've ever had in my life. Thank you so much, guys. See you in my next video.